Yeah, 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 yeah. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa, yeah, 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 yeah. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa, yeah, yeah, yeah. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa, yeah, yeah. Joe Black Man, Bobby, let it flow, whoa, yeah, yeah. Turn it up, let it go, whoa, yeah, yeah. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa, yeah, yeah. About my what? About my who? About my rugby?
Yeah, man.
Too much take you higher.
It's
Yeah, it's time indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Good, Bad and Ugly. Well, we're going to discuss the good, bad and ugly of the Newcastle game and how shit we played. What else can I say? I'm sorry, guys. It's not been a good night. You know what? Manchester United finally, we've had our first loss. And you know what? I guess that leads us to our first thing. Guys, before I go into the first thing, everybody here right now, please make sure you do the nice thing and like and subscribe on both channels. You know, it's streaming to both for All Power Hour and Backhand Entertainment. So if you could do us both a favor, please, and go slap a like on each channel, it'll be very much appreciated. And also go and follow on both channels as well if you're new. All right. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty, bro. Like, honestly, let's just start with the good, because there's only one good thing that you could actually say about this game. Yeah, because I was struggling, and to be fair, looking at it now, at least we can say the honeymoon period's over, innit? Ain't nobody can say to us now, you're only winning because it's a new manager bounce and all that kind of shit in it. So, yeah, that's the only good I could pluck out of this situation, bro. It's been a dead situation. That for the last, was it three games? Who was it that we played and we were basically piss poor? Yeah, in the first half, and then we managed to scrape results. Our last 3 games have all been poor.
against Everton, we were poor. Against West Ham, we were poor. Against Crystal Palace, we were poor. And yet again today, against Newcastle, we were poor. And I think it's really like there is a trend that is sort of going on. And I think there is something about our midfield that particularly is disappointing today, especially today. It was dead. I was almost falling asleep during the watch party because the midfield was asleep. I was, right?
You was
I was reclined like this. Because you know why, Joe? Joe, do you know why I was reclined like this? Because the midfield was reclined like this. Yeah. Literally, we're not interested in playing football today. Somehow explain to me how Casemiro, Kobe Mino, Bruno Fernandes can actually let a midfield of Joelinton, Tonali, and Jacob Ramsey run circles around them. That for me was like so disappointing. And the part that even makes it even sour is the fact that we had a whole 45 minutes, fam, to do something, to react. And time again, you could tune on that television and look at the game, and you couldn't tell which team had the extra men, which team was the team with the red card. You basically couldn't tell. And that, for me, is the thing that makes this loss sour. Every loss is sour, but this one has an extra sour taste. There's sour ultra about it, and that is the part for me that's disappointing. There's a couple of obviously other things, but while we're trying to be on the good, I kind of want to just like second what you said, that the good thing is that the honeymoon is over. Why is it important that the honeymoon finishes? While it finishes at the cost of a loss, it's important that the honeymoon finishes so that we actually get to know what exactly Michael Carrick is about. We have seen what a new manager bounce leading on to a honeymoon can do. And then once the interim manager or caretaker manager signs the contract, we've seen that movie before. We've seen that script, and we're trying to learn from this. And now Michael Carrick has to galvanize a team that looks like they don't really like they don't really look energized. They don't look like they have the intensity to play 2 games in 3 days. And yeah, he has to really, really make them believe again and make them feel good again so that we can start putting a string of results together. So we'll get to Michael Carrick. But in terms of the good, I want to wrap up by saying the honeymoon is over and it's good because at the end of the season, we will have a good sample size to look at and say, oh, this is how we started, this is how we lost, and then this is how the team reacted, and this is how Michael Carrick used that information that he learned from this loss today to make sure that he finishes this season strong. You know?
I think, yeah, just to add to that point, that's the only thing that I could say that's good. I mean, the only thing I could add to the good point that we already made is that now we get to see that as well. Yeah, it's now we get to see what this Manchester United team is like after a loss, or is it
Yeah.
just going to be a rolling effect? So fingers crossed. You know, Michael Carrick's got the what it takes, the minerals and whatever it is to make sure that we can now bounce back from this and actually start producing wins again. Hopefully, he's learned from this. Sounded like
Yes.
what's had this speech prepared all of 2026. He had it prepared for the last manager. That's what it was. So it was like it was fresh. He already had it in the back of his head. Don't worry. He's probably said it to himself in the mirror a few times already. That's
No,
why
I
it
just,
wasn't.
I just anyway. Big up, Nick.
Anyway, I think you know what, let's and actually play some good football. I think Ray Carl Brown is adding to us. So, in Ray Carl's opinion, that have we not been playing some good football recently? Is that what you're saying, Ray Carl? I know that we've started a few bad matches. I started a couple of matches badly, but in my opinion, I think we played some decent football when we've got playing. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like we need to get playing earlier, in my opinion, my humble.
Yeah, it was
Anyway,
a
let's get on
tricky
to.
one because go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
Hold on, finish what you're saying first before we go into the bad and the ugly.
Yeah, I think going away to St. James's Park is never in any team's favor. And now when you have a team that is really, really organized and they look so unbothered by the fact that they go down. They literally, this team, and I mentioned it during the watch party. We said, um, I've seen a 10-man Newcastle play against, I couldn't remember which team. It was a top six Premier League team that they were playing against. And they held their own and actually looked better, so it's not the first time that a team like this, let's make sure that we recognize that, it's Eddie Howe's team that knows how Eddie Howe wants to play, and they don't look nervous at all when they're goal down, when they're men down. And now I actually wonder what it would have been like if they had all their players. Could we have lost by more? Because let's be real, Anthony Gordon had a moment that he could have scored,
Oh yeah,
and from
listen,
that
there
corner
wasn't just
kick.
one moment. It wasn't just one moment, bro. They
Mm.
had a couple of chances where we was like, we're lucky we got there. Do you know what I mean? Someone got there to block it, or someone was. It it was a match where I saw us on the back foot, and I'm not gonna say. Yeah, I have to say for most, not for most of the game, but every time they got on the ball, they attack us. Do you know what I mean? So it puts us in that situation. Is what are we gonna do when we have the ball? And
Yeah.
that's where I didn't see too much of. What when we had the ball, we weren't doing enough with that ball. Do you know what I mean?
No.
You was talking about the recovery time during the game, yeah? How long it took us to recover the ball and how quickly they recover the ball once we've touched the ball. It was
Yeah.
crazy, yeah? It's a matter of how much you really want it, how much you want to go and get it. And I feel like sometimes, and I don't know how they couldn't be up for this game against Newcastle, someone that's literally, you know, one of our rivals, and they're a big team in terms of like numbers, yeah,
Yeah.
supporters and history. And you just think that the Manchester United players would get up for this more, innit?
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to see shades of old, bro, and it's
Mm-hmm.
worrying. Let's be honest, it's starting to get worrying now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. While but before we move on to bad and ugly, like I'd say another good thing maybe that came out from today is Casemiro's headers being clutch. That's one thing that, like, it gave us a moment of belief in the game. Of course, now this Osula
It's a
goal.
reaching now, bro. The reaching. That's been
Say that
amazing for a
again.
while. I was saying that I think you're kind of reaching now, bro, because Casemiro's headers have been coming in clutch for us for a while now.
Yeah, I'm saying, how's that reaching? I'm saying that that's one of the good things that has come out of today's game, where like his header gave us, like, it's what,
But that's not
six.
something we didn't know before. We already knew that.
Yeah, but like the thing about it is, like, what was one of the few good things is, like, okay, Bruno's also registered an assist. Casemiro got a it's what, five headers now, and that's, you know I guess, there's not a lot of good things from today. So, but there's one thing that I can at least throw in the good bag. But what are we gonna say about the bad? What is your bad?
Let's be quite honest now, because I don't want to jump straight to the ugly, but we all know what the ugly will be. But the bad, let's be honest right now. I had some real problems with Michael Carrick's decisions and just the lack of seeing some things that were going bad from so early. Do you know what I mean? I feel like, are we starting to see his limitations as a manager now? Like, he is an experience, that is true. We already knew this, yeah. And now that the shine is starting to wear off, kind of around his Manchester United, like, hiring, are the players starting to? Is it the players rebelling? Is it his tactics not being good enough? I don't know. What is it? What is it, bro? Because for me, Carrick today disappointed me. I feel like there's an air of disappointment around the whole fan base, actually, when you were seeing the likes of Mbumo make mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake, and not really offering nothing to the team. And we was all screaming at the TV, like, why the fuck are you not taking him off? And it was way past the 60th minute before he even came off. Was it even in the 70th minute? I don't know. But when something's not working, what is your decision making after that? What is your plan? What is your plan B? Where's your reaction? On the spot thinking. Who knows? Whatever. You know what I mean? You don't have to always come prepared with a plan B, but once you see shit not happening your way, you gotta be able to make changes. And I
Yeah,
wasn't seeing enough of that today.
that's true. That's true. There was definitely a player that, like, there was a lot of bad players, but like there was one that was particularly bad and stood out the most. That, like, I don't like singling players out, but you know, this game was begging for Ahmad to come in from Bumo, and that decision itself was, we were begging for that for the longest. Everybody, even in the chat, everybody in the panel, everybody that called in, came in at halftime, were all saying the Mbumo has been all. A lot of players have been bad, but Mbumo has been awful this first half. Are we gonna see a proactive reaction from the manager to say, "Oh, I have Ahmad who would want to take this opportunity by the scruff of the neck," you know? And for me, that's the part that, like, I feel like, yes, Carrick made some subs, but they were a little bit too late and sometimes a little bit puzzling. The one that head scratcher was like, "Oh, Ugarte is coming on. What exactly is Ugarte coming to do?" There was one or two moments where he
What
won the
for?
ball.
And who for? And he took off one of our best playing players. Like, what the fuck?
These players are going to have 3 weeks to rest. Why take Casemiro off? Ahmad not
Maybe
being
it
given
was
a
the
chance
black
to
eye.
play.
Maybe it
I
was
don't
the
know.
black eye.
Maybe it was what? Nah. He scored with the
So
black
maybe it
eye,
was the
bro.
black eye.
He scored with the black eye still on him. So guys, kind reminder to hit the like button if you haven't hit it yet. Um, you're tuned into the good, the bad, the ugly. We're talking about this game that we just saw versus Newcastle. The link will be in the chat in a moment. Pull up. We want to hear what was good, what was bad, what was ugly for you. But for me, yeah, there was a glaring substitution that was being so loud and needed to be made in the first, like at the end of the first half, and that's the Mbuma one. That should have been the first sub and not the other way around, because eventually it happened, but it was a little bit too late. So yeah, that I'll put in my bad category. um there was a lot of other things as well that went bad, by the way. Just the fact that, like, um St. James's Park is just like, I don't know, there's something about that field, bro. It's a bad field. It feels like it's just not a good place to go for any Premier League team. And it doesn't matter who you
Right.
are when
And the fans are
Newcastle.
always up for it, innit?
Yes, when the fans show up, they become an extra player, and the team just is just so, confident in themselves that they were attacking even at towards the end of the game, when we should be the ones pinning them back, and they should be panicking and being in a mentality of like, oh, we have to try by all means to defend our lead. Newcastle were unbothered by the red card. That's crazy.
You
Yeah.
know what though? I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah? A lot of people were saying this to me before the game. They're gonna be really up for it because it's like a cup final for them. Like they always turn up against Manchester United. They play their best. They play their hardest, and it's their game of the season for them. It's one that they pull up for, isn't it? Yeah. It's the whole United thing. You know what I mean? They say they're the
Yeah.
real United. Leeds United say they're the real United. Everybody says they're the real United. Fuck off, bro.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
No
mean,
one know who the
yeah,
real United.
I
But
get it.
let's just lead it. Because you know what, with what you was just saying there, I felt like you kind of lent into the ugly because it's let's just say it, bro. Just say it. We lost against 10 men. It was disgusting. That's the bit that we can't fathom. We was always saying, you know what, yeah, we want to see what we're like after a loss, but you always expected that loss to come after a good performance where maybe, the team just edged us and just got that goal. But no, it comes at a performance where we've been playing shit the whole match. They get 10 men, get a man sent off, and we still can't even turn up the volume, bro. We can't do nothing. We can't pick up the pace. We can't put pressure on them. No, what we've decided to do is just play like we was playing in the first half. It doesn't matter. Like we're not going to up the tempo. We're not going to change anything. We come out in the second half. Okay, I understand maybe leaving Mbumo Cunha on for a little bit, maybe to see if now that they've got a man sent off for 10 minutes or so to see if they're still, they could change what they was doing in the first half and affect the game. But once they don't do that, forget it. Take them off.
take
Take
them
them
off.
off early. You had your 10 minutes, bro. You didn't do nothing. Come off. Get somebody on that to do something. That was desperate to do
Yeah,
something, to prove themselves. This is what's lacking for Manchester United, I feel, man. And this is why that's so ugly for me, bro. Losing to 10 men.
yeah. There was something about the way Carrick as well treated this game, that, like, especially, what I was just mentioning about Mbuma. It's like you're trying to play a player into form when you're seeing from the get go, that from kickoff, that he's having a bad game. You're like, okay, maybe he'll get all the bad shots out the way, and then after the seventh attempt, the eighth one. But like, no, this is like one of those games where you're playing away. A team knows that playing Manchester United, and just like wrap up just said, it's the cup final. You know, they want to show up and be that at that best against Manchester United. People were asking about this kid, Osula. When is he gonna score? When is he gonna score? He's been saving his goal for a spectacular moment, and what a way to save your goal, your Premier League goal for when you play Manchester United. and you're getting your team 3 points at the dying moments of the game. Like, wow, think about that from his perspective, how much of a hero now and how much of a confidence boost this goal means to him, and for how, like, Newcastle is gonna, obviously, the fan base is gonna love him even more. But at the end of the day, we it was this game was in our hands. It was an opportunity for us to really gain ground and gain a cushion that's needed in this top five pursuit, or Champions League football pursuit. So I I look at this as a missed opportunity, but also as a learning moment that came at a moment where it's costly, but it is not costly in terms of us dropping down the table or somebody leapfrogging over us. So, there's a little bit of a silver lining at the end of this disappointing result today, in my opinion. There is also the conversation that we had in the preview. I love doing previews because we actually get to talk about.
Hey, hold on. Hey, big up, big up. One of your brethren is here, fam.
Hold on, big up men like Faz in the building says Botswana Papi should have done the no haircut until 5 wins challenge with a had a defensive headline by now. Hey.
What's doing a what? But take off that hat. What's doing a hair? Are you crazy? What's can't grow shit?
No. I'm out here.
Wing backs.
I got the wingbacks going on now, but I'm still playing. I'm a rim ball now. But what I was saying was that Sesko shouldn't have started today. It's something that we were talking about in the preview. That, hey, this is the moment to actually, go with the front three of Mbumo, Cunha, and Ahmad, and go back to how you were playing versus Man City and versus Arsenal. You got to get that blueprint, revive that again, But of course, everything is easier to say in hindsight, right? As a fan, it's easier to say and look back at it and look. It looks like a bad decision because the Sesko starting didn't work out. But we struggle with our pressing. We struggle with our link up, especially when Sesko is starting. So for me, that's what I felt like. We were having this conversation at halftime that, what does Mbumo bring other than GA? And I thought that was a very good conversation, good point to bring up. And I think Mbumo looks worse when he's playing right now with Sesko and Cunha. It would have seen a better Mbumo if Ahmad, Mbumo, and Cunha had started in the front three. That's just my 2 cents about that. But I could be wrong.
Let's go too.
Right. Easier to say all these things in hindsight, obviously. But yeah. There is also but go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but let's be honest as well. Yeah, it's one thing to talk about starting lineup, right? But it's once you've seen things happen on the pitch. Look, I used to not be a fan of seeing Mourinho take someone off after 20 minutes, or whatever, But if it needs to be done, bro, guess what? It needs to be done, What I thought coming into this game isn't what's happening out there. So do you know what? Make a change, bro.
And Mourinho did this while Carricks was the assistant. He was there watching. So it's not new news for him. You got to make decisions and you got to be bold and you got to be proactive. Maybe at halftime you were lucky that, look, it's still level at halftime. We managed to get that equalizer and that gave us the belief that we needed that, okay, we might leave this game with something. And, Michael Carrick should have capitalized on that. There was also something.
Before we bring anybody in that, I'm going to say this, Let's be honest. There's no way he could have been watching that game and been happy with what he was seeing. none of us were happy with what we were seeing. So even if you want to say to yourself, okay, look, we got lucky. Second half now, you guys come out and apply the pressure, and then you come out and you see what was going on, brother. Surely you should have told them in the dressing room. If we come out and I see the same shit that was happening in the what are we gonna do here? Sub them off, do something. Pull them to the side. You're not doing what I told you to do, fam. Your time is coming now. Yo, see players warming up. Make players warm up just in front of them so they understand like it can be like this. You understand?
Yeah.
Like something. Come on now. There's not enough urgency from him as well. I feel that is my one criticism of Michael Carrick today, and I think he'll be getting a low grade come tomorrow's match review when you do your match review. If I'm being honest with you, but yeah.
Yeah, there's also something to mention about the refereeing. By the way, I gotta mention that the ref was kind of bad today.
He gave us the red card. He gave them a red card for us. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I appreciate it for that. Like Ramsey simulation yellow card, he's forced to, and I think that's the work of like Lamans actually, knowing to retreat his arms and that's good. But at the same time, there was a lack of consistency with the refereeing that after the red card happened, he started becoming a little bit more cautious and a little bit more like, I started off refereeing the game in the wrong tone and he corrected his tone, So it's a little inconsistent that like I have to mention that like it was not top tier refereeing today. But I'm curious what other people will say about it.
Balance it out. I think referees end up doing that kind of thing all the time, if I'm being honest with you. They make a mistake and then they try to balance it out later. Do you understand what I mean? Like I said, look, I'm not happy with the way we lost. Yeah, before we bring people in, let's just clarify where we're at. I don't know where your head's at right now, but my head, I'm not happy in the way that we lost. No, not whatsoever. I am happy that we are going to see now what Manchester United can do after a loss. Yes. Not excited that we lost. No. And I really think now that Michael Carrick has a problem as well, by the way. This is where I'm at. Michael Carrick needs to either be speaking to these players one-on-one. There's a mentality thing here, or is he just getting the tactics wrong, bro? What is it? Where do you stand?
No, it's time to cook. Right now, he just met a Premier League team that is fighting and playing like a wounded animal, and also playing, using their fans as an extra player. So, these are the type of games you face as a Premier League manager. And Michael Carrick got a good taste of it. Sometimes you get these where, you just feel like you're unfortunate, but guess what? You could have done something. In retrospect, you have to watch that. Good thing he has a lot of time and not a lot of because he's been going to a lot of under 18 games when he should now he has enough footage to review and actually really analyze and figure out how to not let today's mistakes happen again. So yeah, I look at it that way, and I feel like, as I said, it's bad that we lost, but it's not the biggest, end of the world results, given how the other Premier League teams performed, just recently, especially the ones that are around us. You're muted, Joe.
Well, we should be taking advantage of that, though. That's wherein lies the disappointment for me. But we should be taking advantage of this situation right here. God gave us a situation, and we just threw it away.
Humbled it.
Let's bring the first caller in.
Reminder to hit the like button if you're tuned in. By the way, thank you for being here. The link is in the chat. Let's talk to whoever is here. Let's go.
Welcome to the show wrap up. You were saying during the game, you asked that very important question at halftime.
Yes.
Go on. I said it. I've been saying this for a few weeks, and I got laughed at on United's View with KG saying, J Merch, what's that? He's scoring goals. What does he mean by that? Now you know what I mean. When he's not scoring or even assisting, what is he doing as an attacking outlet? Fuck all. But it is what it is. I did say this for like the last 3 weeks. Mbumo needs to do more as an attack. Be involved in the game instead of just being a shin kicker. I thought it was a Gatti out there, bro. With a bald head. Nah, bro. I wanted him off as soon as he got that yellow card in 35 minutes. Get him off.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Get him off.
Yeah.
So is what is. Newcastle, I gotta be real, they were the better team. Charge it to the game. But Carricks now switch up a bit for the next game against Villa.
Wrap up
But
for
I'm
you.
not gonna go mad because they're still third.
In your opinion, wrap up, what was the reason why Newcastle was the better team?
More athletic. They've always been a more athletic team than us.
So we don't have players that are athletic enough to compete, basically.
No, that's been a problem for time. And Casemiro going off as well.
Okay,
When Casemiro goes off, we lose. You have to accept this. When I saw Gotti come on, he wasn't the worst either. I'll be real. Gotti wasn't terrible when he came on. But when Casemiro goes off for us,
who was the worst player out there for you?
Mbumo.
Of course, actually, yes. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I
It
felt
has
the
to
same.
be real. I can't. There's no doubts about it. It's Mbumo. He was horrendous. He did a Dallo performance, and Dallo wasn't poor today. That's why I can't even say nothing about Dallo. He wasn't the worst. The back line for us wasn't terrible. It was the attack. And people have to be honest about it.
It's true.
Sesko, again, bots, I'm not going to pressure on him because he didn't get that good service. Sesko needs service. So you don't get good service, he's not going to be involved in the game.
How many crosses?
That's why I get him at Sesko.
Are you starting to get worried about the form that Carrick's been in the last few games? Is it starting to get worrying for you now?
Not yet. The next game, if I see the same thing the next game, then I'm a bit worried. But no, I'll give it a chance. But also, Xerxes had a good cameo. Ahmad, yeah, he wasn't as impactful, but Xerxes had a good cameo. I thought Ahmad and Xerxes should have been on earlier, and I think we would have got something out of that game. Because the funny thing is, when they scored, we was piling the pressure on it, and then we got sucker punched. Yeah. And it was a good goal from them as well. But they dominated the majority of that second half. That's why they said, charge it to the game. 10-man Newcastle were better than us. I can't even say this and that. Whoop-de-whoop. Nah. Newcastle were better than us. That's what it is, you know?
Hold on, you know what? Go on, finish what you're saying first, and then I'll let someone else ask you a question. Go on.
No, I'm just gonna say this now. It's a reality check. Carrick needs to change up against Villa, but I'm not gonna go mad and crush out because some of the Amarimers are coming out now and saying whoop-de-whoop, and it's predictable. Get me?
Okay. Well, you know, Peter had an important question for you. I don't know if he wants to ask it himself, but let me ask it for him. You can tell me if he wants to jump in the chat after you answer. He says, what does Ahmad bring to the team if Mbeumo brings only GA?
Well, Ahmad brings work rate up and down, and he takes on his man whether he gets past him or not. And usually he will get past the right back or the left back a few times in a game. I haven't seen Mbeumo take on a fullback. Have you? Really? Have you seen Mbeumo take on a fullback? Or does he cut inside and try to take the shot?
He cuts inside, tries to get a shot.
He cuts inside and tries to take a shot.
He's evading them. He doesn't really take them on.
Yeah, he doesn't take them on. Ahmad takes them on. Yeah, he doesn't always work, but he's involved in the game from an attacking standpoint. That's what I'm getting at. And I'll leave it on this. Some players can have a good performance that is not backed up by GA. And some players can get GA that's not backed up by a good performance. I'll leave it as that.
I mean, I kind of agree with that. I mean, that's a fair statement. Obviously, defenders can have good games without having GA. I mean, they don't have to get involved in GA to have a good game, but that has to be said. But at the same time, I think you have to look at that in context, because when it comes to the attacking players, yeah, from what you call now the front three and then the striker, yeah, your attacking midfielders and then the striker, I think they have to be involved in GA to get a good performance, or the link up. Do you know what I mean? For whatever happens, for a goal or whatever. If they don't, wouldn't you say that they've not had a good game? Do you know what I mean? Unless they're offering something defensively, like Cunha in one of the matches before, I think we were saying he was actually helping out Luke Shaw quite a lot defensive wise. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So therefore, he was having a better game that way. So he was tired running forward. You know, couldn't really get involved in the GA. Yeah. But with that being said, I'm pretty sure he scored in that game. I can't remember if I'm right or wrong, but it's a hard one. It's a difficult situation to be in. Yeah. And Mbumo and Cunha, I think we bought them to be involved in GA, and we expected GA from them. Do you know what I mean? So when they're not delivering GA as well, I don't know. But anyway, let's ask the next person. Professor Omo.
When you're forward, your GA is your bread and butter. So, you know. Yeah.
How's that? Quick things. Let run it back. When you bought Mbumo from Brentford, people believe he was a winger, when in actuality he wasn't a winger. He works in a two-striker system with Wisa, and that's how he was to get all his goals. Him as the winger, it will not work. And we bought him because of armoring system. This is cause and effect. We bought him because of armoring system. Cunha, again, when he was at Wolves, two-striker system with Stroud Lassen, we bought him here because of armoring system. And now the armoring is gone and his system is not here. We have to twist this players like, okay, we need you as a winger, but you're not really a winger. Mbumo, we need you as a winger, but you're not really a winger, but you provide GA. Cunha, you drive with the ball, but you're not really a winger, but you have some attribute that we need from you. So them as wingers are not good. It is what it is. They're not good. Although, listen, Elanga is a better winger than Mbumo. But people are going to look at the GA because, again, when a winger, you want to expand the pitch and make the pitch wide so the people in the middle could play down the middle. Trippier had chance with the ball today. Trippier went from his defensive half to our half with the ball because, again, no winger. Who the left back? Lewis Hall. Again, ran with the ball. And again, and people say, like, why did I want Ahmad? Ahmad would drive the ball, keep the ball in the opponent half. And again, we have Mazzarri right back. You don't pass to Mazzarri or pass to Mino or pass to Bruno and keep, hey, Lewis Hall, you're a left back. You must guard me. If you do not mark me, it's a problem. But now you have Mbumo cutting in, Cunha cutting in, people not fitting your striker. This is cause and effect. It's cause and effect. And as some people that are the Armour fans are upset, I'm glad they're upset. Because this just showed me that I said it's like Carrick brought standards back. He's 6-1-1, and he has brought standards back with, in which the fans are upset. It's a good thing to be upset. I'm not going to tell you not to be upset. Be upset. It's a good thing. Standards is back. 6-1-1. That to me shows that standards is back, and you're upset about it. It's a good thing. I like that. Be mad. Defense had a good game, and people the goal Osula scored. It was a good goal because Maguire blocked the goalkeeper. Because if you watch it again, Maguire blocked the goalkeeper. Listen, it is what it is. I'm not gonna fault him for that as well. And he shot the ball on a stride. You're not saving that.
For me, the thing that I'm sad about for that goal is the fact that Malacia just came back from a long time away from the game. And in retrospect, you look at it, and Malacia is going to feel even guiltier that, I had a moment where I could have done something, just go in as a no-nonsense, left back, slide in and, get that. You know what I mean? The way like Patrice Evra would do it, get in with that sort of like aggression. And Malacia was more just commanding of like, oh no, you don't want to go this side.
Wait. You're right about it. Something about Shaw. And I saw that in why people want that fullback Diouf. I forgot what club is playing for, but Diouf where you see all over the time like people want Diouf because there are times when Shaw got the ball, just cross it. When it's overhit, underhit, I don't care. Just cross it, and he passed back. Same to Moazari, just cross it, but they pass back. It is something that our wing back issue has to figure. We have to figure that out because I can't be having my fullback passing back, bro. It's your strongest foot.
Yeah,
your strongest foot. Why are you passing? Let's cross it. If you underhit, good. Overhit, still good. But at least you cross the ball into a dangerous area. But either way, I leave it at that. I'm breaking my Ramadan fast because I'm in New York. But shout out to everybody. And if you're upset, it's a good thing. If you're happy, it's a good thing. But Carrick has brought the standard back 6-1-1. We move on. We're in third place. Peace.
Professor.
Well said. Well said. Well said indeed.
We move on. We are in third place still. That's true.
I mean, that's one way to look at it. The standards are back where the fact that we don't expect to lose in games anymore. We expect to get something out of the game. And even down towards the dying embers of the game, we were still going, we can still get something out of this. If it was previous managers, we would have been like, it's over. Fuck it, it's done.
My favorite part about that watch parties that like Pav's game is done, I'm done, and you're still watching things thinking like, oh no, maybe these guys missed a goal. They might be like something.
That's how Manchester United makes you feel, bro. Even when reality tells you that the game is finished, you still think that we can win.
That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous.
The never give up attitude is back at Manchester United. But I didn't see enough out there on the pitch tonight, in terms of like giving your all. That's what I think was missing.
Yeah. All right, let's hear what's good, what's bad, what's ugly from the next corner.
Man like Peter.
Peter in the house.
What's good, Peter? What's good, man? It's always
good. Bro. I'm sitting here confused. So Mbumo brings GA, but Ama brings take-ons. Yeah. What's more important? And work rate. He's not a bricklayer, bro. He's a footballer, bro.
Well, if Ahmad is not bringing GA, at least he's bringing work rate. Isn't that?
And what's the result of the work rate?
Well, it depends. Hold on, stop. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm not even wanting us to have this.
Dalot brings work rate.
They should play.
You see Dalot.
Shouldn't you be talking about the fact that, look, if one player is playing badly, we should just bring the other one on because there should be competition?
No. I love Ahmad. Ahmad is my favorite player in the club. No, Kobe, then Ahmad. But this is baffling, bro. Saying Mbumo only brings GA and this guy brings work rate, and what's the result of the work rate? I'm just wondering. Dalot brings work rate.
It has a trickle-on effect, Pete. I think, if
Ahmad, but listen. But
his
point
brings... his point is not even, I'm not even advocating for this point, but his point is that when Ahmad is not getting on the score sheet, he's doing something to affect the link-up play or to affect the game offensively, so such that other people that are playing with him can score.
Yes. But how many goals has Ahmad scored this season? 2. From a starting winger.
The point is Ahmad is not just bringing in...
as I said, Dalot brings work rate. Dalot is a work machine. But if you put Dalot's brain in a dog, the dog will start meowing.
No.
I don't want work rate. I want GA, bro.
I'm weak. I'm dead.
Do you understand me?
Yes.
That's all.
I don't like the
bro.
I'm starting to find
no, I love Dalot. Don't get me wrong. I'm one of the last standing people who I don't support him. If he leaves, he leaves. But I will never throw rocks at him. If he leaves, he leaves. Like I don't care. But
I agree.
I respect the work rate he has, but I would never highlight it because if I highlight it, I'll get I'm the only one who will defend
You
it.
get
But
Brooks.
let's get to the game though. Let's
All
get to
right.
the game.
What was good? What was
Newcastle,
bad?
bro.
What was ugly? Yeah.
Good. Oh, I don't know what's good, bro. Malaysia, nah, Malaysia. It's good to see Malaysia that he's alive. That's good. That he is alive and well. That's good. Bad would be, bro. Euro had to score the goal. The header, bro.
Oh, that header! Come
That header, bro.
on, yes.
Ugly. I
But and
don't know,
Bruno
man.
missing his shots as well, though.
Yeah. That was like, but that was on his right foot. So, but this it's different. Like Euro had the ball on the plate, bro. Like Bruno put it just where it needed to be. Only thing he needed to do is score. But he's a defender. He's a young guy. I will never like Euro. I would never go into Euro. Like I love the Euro. Like he's a good perspective player. Like you can see that he wants to. He tries. Like he gives it all, even though he makes mistakes. He's a young player at the end of the day. He will learn from the mistakes.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry to have to interrupt you, and I'll even pause whatever time you have left here.
Yeah.
But I have to bring up this guy's comment after what you just said. Yeah. Because this guy's been saying this in the chat for how long? Yeah. Like, so if it's Euro, yeah. If it's Euro, fuck conceding and focus on he's a young G. Oh, but if it's Bruno, I test.
Interesting.
I need my keeper to save, bro. Who would have saved that goal from Osula? That was a wonder strike, bro. He wouldn't score that for the next 50 times he tried. I guarantee you.
He said in the post-match interview that yesterday that's all he was practicing: cutting inside and shooting, cutting inside and shooting.
Cutting inside. Maguire was blocking Lamens. Malaysia, did you see the picture? Did you see where Malaysia was? Oh my lord.
Malaysia
Oh,
was at
nothing.
the shops.
He's
for 10
still got
minutes.
nobody.
He went to go buy a loaf of bread and eggs.
Can I talk about the 10-player Newcastle thing?
Go ahead, brother.
Liverpool, beginning of the season, Liverpool was leading 2-0 against Newcastle. Newcastle was down to 10 men. No Gordon, no Barnes, no Isak, no Voltemade. They came back to 2-2. They dominated, bro.
Yeah, I
remember the game. It was like they had 20 players on the field.
Yes.
Then lucky goal in the 99th minute. Lucky goal, the young boy Rio scored 3-2. They absolutely scumbag the win. If Xerxes scored, bro, we were denied a wonder goal. They scored a wonder goal. That's the summary of the game. Xerxes' shot was.
I didn't know he had that dip in him.
Whoa!
did-
Hey, yo! Whoa!
Nah.
Whoa!
Nah, that's
Hey,
crazy.
yo!
That's crazy.
Allow yourself.
I never knew he had a shot, bro. Like I only see him linking up play. I never knew he had a strong shot. So when he did that, bro, I was
His shooting, actually, we've always questioned his shooting.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was a good
when I
striker.
saw that, like what the
9.5 in it, like
yeah, and then the shot like Ramsdale. I don't know how he said it. If he was once, yeah, go.
For me, the strike that I enjoyed was the Kobe one. That had nice technique as well.
Yeah. Bro, it is what it is, bro. 6 wins, 1 draw, one loss, bro. The vultures came, bro. The vultures. I see Kobe Slender, I see Michael Carricks, I see Cunha, Bruno. Like they couldn't wait, bro. They couldn't wait.
hold on. You're talking about vultures, right? So Pav sent me something, and apparently,
Oh yeah. Scholes.
Who Scholes
Okay.
has posted this.
Yeah.
Michael Carrick has definitely got something special about him because United have been crap for the last 4 games, and he put Tonali with a heart next to it.
Can I say something? If anything confirms that Sir Alex Ferguson is the greatest of all time, was how was he able to manage to be dominant that long with brain dead players? Who does this, bro? Who does this? Who does this, bro? And we go on the streets defending you against Lampard, against Gerrard. Fuck you, bro. I put my life on the line to defend you, you idiot.
Do you think these man? Do you know the other day KG was talking about these men don't love the club? Like they don't love the club, do they?
They don't. Roy Keane is a Spurs fan, so. But Paul Scholes grew, bro. He grew up in Salford, bro. He grew up as a Man United fan. I don't know if he's jealous. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
And I thought
shame on them. Shame on them, bro. All I'm gonna.
Big up, Peter. Big up. Oh,
shame on these ex-legends, bro, that are moving mad, though. Peter's got a big point. Shame on them. They literally, I don't know what Paul Scholes is doing. I think he's really trying to grow his platform by any means.
Have you seen it? Yeah. Have you seen the message?
I haven't seen the message, but just hearing what you just said. Are you able to display it, or should I? It's
in the happy hour group as well.
Okay, I'll see if I can display it so that we can all see it. You know,
crazy work.
Yeah, nasty work. Anyway, reminder to hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Thank you for being here. That's the good, the bad, the ugly with Joe Blackman and Bosona Papi. Let's talk to the next caller. What are we saying? Man like Eddie in the house.
Yes, guys. How's it going, guys?
What up, Eddie?
How you been? How you been, Eddie?
I've been up and down, man. I'm just confused still by this team. You know, football's a funny game, man. Like, obviously, we know the facts in it. We know how bad United were last season. I'm still trying to actually understand that this team couldn't even do, was it like 2 or 3 wins in a row back under Amarim?
Yeah.
And then now it's like, a disappointment that it's like a loss for the first time. And is it 10 games, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
first loss this year for sure in 2026.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I was listening to what Joe was saying about the game earlier on. Don't you think you were a little bit harsh in terms of like, because I thought Man United were pressing well near the end, you know, like especially 65.
Why are we waiting? But this is what I don't want to hear. Why near that fucking end? They had 10 men for more than half a game, bro. Why are you talking about now they want to start pressing? I should slap them all about now you want to start pressing. Oh, now what you should be saying, now they want to start pressing late on in the game. Do you know what I mean? That's what it should be feeling like for me. That's what it feels like. See, when you said that, it just went, what do you mean? Now they start pressing near the end.
I'm normally this negative, like you're saying, Jerry. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm kind of weird. I just for some reason, I think that the fact that it looked like the goal was going to be inevitable for Man United near the end, because we saw the saves that Ramsey was pulling out, right? Bruno, I'm not his biggest fan, but the guy was looking like Paul Scholes like near the end. I know it's 10 men. But a lot of those balls that you have to pick out in like small amount of space, he was actually doing all right.
He was shit in the first half.
Bruno was frustrated by his teammates, guys. There's part of that. Like he was like, I can't believe all you guys are so shit, and like that made him even more shit.
I'm gonna pause my man's time 1 second. Yeah, let's just pause this, Eddie. Let me ask you this question, because if we're gonna talk about why I'm so harsh, I had to sit through the whole 90 minutes, 100 and whatever minutes, and think about it, you watched that first half, didn't you, You came out of that first half thinking what? What did you think after that first half about Manchester United and how we were playing?
Hey, I was thinking that the word Ole, the name Ole was coming back to mind with the way that Man United was sitting. They were passive, right? I agree. I'm frustrated. Like sometimes I'm a little bit emotionally numb when I keep seeing the same thing over again. Because I remember ages ago, I said to you guys in Carricks' first game, I was thinking this is Ole 2.0, right? It's going to be a honeymoon stage, and then it's going to come down a bit because it's a lot of vibes, isn't it? It's a lot of vibes. That's what happens with. Come on, man. Carrick is a student of Ole. I know Joe doesn't like to say that, yeah. But I think Carrick takes a lot from Ole. Yeah, there's a little bit of like quicker transitional passing than what Carrick's team can do. But come on, guys, that pedestrian vibe they were doing right today, it had the hallmarks of like some of Ole's teams in the past. Anyway, I just wanted to finish off, on
interesting theory.
Come on, man.
I wanted to ask you a little bit more about the match, though, because you said I was harsh, yeah? That's why I paused your time. Don't worry, this doesn't take up your time, yeah? I'm going to ask you one more question as well, yeah? So after the second half, when they started the second half, yeah, you do realize what happened immediately as soon as we kicked off the second half, right? You do remember?
Yeah, it looked like
That's
Newcastle were going to get a goal, like the way they were playing. Yeah. I was disappointed, man. Well, I'm not surprised with this team, man. This team has already lost to 10 men this season. We can't forget that as well, sir. It's a weird mentality with this team, it's up and down, man. There needs to be a proper coach that comes in, right? And I did want to do like a good, bad, and ugly, right? But obviously, I've kind of gone off the rails a little bit. Man,
you can. Look, you still got 2 minutes and 16 seconds, bro. I've not even pressed your timer yet, so you can go from good, bad, and ugly now if you want.
I appreciate that anyway, man. I mean the good, obviously with what I said, like the way they were pressing near the end. I know it took a bit of time, but that was good. I thought the Xerxes sub was actually good as well. Like,
okay,
Box got simbin by saying like, Xerxes got a bit of dip in him, right? Can't we say anything nowadays, guys?
Right, Eddie. I literally was like.
I didn't know. Okay, I'm not even gonna say. I'm not even gonna repeat it. But
they wanted me to say the shot had some dip in it.
You've got to be literal now, man. You can't miss out any words, bro. You gotta be more responsible.
You don't have to linger on it, but saying he didn't know he had that dip in him.
Come to think of it, Fox, you've got a bit that the way you said it a little bit, actually, to be honest. I would say like the bad as well, right? Yeah. Just to finish off, so the bad is like obviously Carrick's not. I think you guys have mentioned it, like Carrick not getting Ahmad on sooner. I don't like this whole argument of GA versus like take-ons or whatever it was. Like it's like there's too many stats, man. We saw on the eye test that Mbumba wasn't doing the work. So I think Joe was alluding to it before. You get someone on that could do better in the context of the match, not weighing up this GA stuff, man. So obviously Ahmad does well with dribbling, so that should happen sooner. Ugly is I'm sorry, I just can't help but look at the whole situation with Man United, right? The whole messing up Ten Hag, messing up Amram, all that stuff, right? Carrick doing what he's doing now, it just makes me come back to think of the idea that if Man United was serious and put some proper managers in place to grow, they'll be in the title race, man. I know it's a hypothetical, but come on, man. People like Ratcliffe need to stop doing the stupid immigration talks where they're lying about figures and talking trash. Focus on Man United, man, and get the football going, and not doing this whole roller coaster stuff, man. But that's all I'm gonna say anyway, man. Thanks for having me on for quite a bit of time there, man. So, man, big up, guys.
It's good to speak to you still, man. Big up yourself. Hey, plug your channel, bro. Let people know where to find you.
So you can find me just waffling on my channel, Eddie's Football Waffle. I try and keep the content short as opposed to what I've done now, which is quite a bit of waffle, but I want to appreciate the guys for putting up with me, man. Like, hit the like, subscribe, all of that, man.
Love. Every single time. Thank you, Eddie, for joining us anyway, man. You graced us with your presence, to be fair, and your opinions, bro. How do you feel now after speaking to some of the people? We've got one more caller. Someone just called in. Red Card FC. I don't know who it was. But before we bring them in.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's one of those things. I feel like how I felt exactly at the beginning of the show, where I know that like it's an opportunity missed, but it's not the end of the world. And we will. And I'm glad that the honeymoon is over, because now we can actually know what Michael Carrick is about as a manager. That's the thing that, like, for me, I'll latch on to and say. I said it at the beginning of the show that, like, we, imagine if Carrick had won, all his games up until maybe the last two games of the season, you know, that wouldn't have given us a really more accurate sample size, a really accurate picture of what kind of manager he is and how he handles defeat and how he manages the players, etc., etc. So now, it's going to be a very, very interesting period, learning period for us, the fans, and also for Carrick. So yeah, yeah. Let's go on to the next caller. Let's hear what
Red Card FC has to say.
Big up, big up.
What's going on, bro?
Oh, big up, bro.
Not much, just checking in how life is playing against teams that are man down,
But shouldn't are you trying to say that it's what we should accept this loss as like they just
No,
played?
I just have a question. How is it when you play against a team that has a red card? How?
Oh yeah, I just realized who this is. This is that Chelsea fan, isn't it? Oh no, a minute.
Joe, this question is for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question.
I used to catching the team in second.
Am I still what?
Are you still going to be second?
You never know. I mean, Man City fucked up just like us, so why not? I don't really want to be second, though, if I'm being honest with you. I want to be happily third. I want Man City to go and win the league and Arsenal to just capitulate in the last 3-4 games of the season. That's what I want.
Arsenal, we know Arsenal will bottle that one. It's no problem. Don't let today's results.
They don't have to bottle anything if people like Man City don't do their job.
Yeah, but it's fine. Those relegation teams right now, they are fighting for their lives. Are you playing any of the teams in the bottom 4?
Yeah. Them teams are like playing like tooth and nail,
Yeah, if you're playing any of them right now, get ready. You are dropping points in that game.
West Ham, Forest, Spurs. Be careful.
Nah, not Spurs. Spurs don't count.
You don't think Spurs is gonna? Oh man, it's crazy.
We play Forest. The only people in the bottom that we got to play is Forest on the 17th of May.
You are dropping points.
Bournemouth.
Whether they are gone or not.
Yeah. Red Card FC. How was your game versus Villa?
Ask Joe for me if he checked the scores.
No. Answer the question first, bro.
Our game? Bro, we were chilling, man. Joao Pedro's in the house, dunking on Villa. Garnacho tormenting Matikash. It was a good night.
Okay.
How was the game against Arsenal, though?
The game against Arsenal.
Yeah, but you don't. Funny enough, I don't speak to you after your losses. Like, how was your game against Arsenal, bro?
I came here.
Well, talk to me. How was it? How did it feel?
Oh, that game ended like a few days ago. Yeah, we're in the future now.
Damn.
Get out. Yeah. Tried it. Oh, yeah. Anyway.
We're in the future now.
What's the cuss up? How come he only cusses out me? You're a Manchester United fan too, bro. He's always getting this question.
No, because you were talking smack during the last good, better, and ugly, right? You were talking shit to him, saying,
yeah, because Chelsea was chatting shit, bro. Chelsea ain't doing nothing for us, bro. They pull up and do nothing.
I mean, they kind of try to help us today by beating Villa 4-1 and saying, if you guys really want to secure like a gap between you guys and Villa, we could have got the 3 points today and open up a little gap, but we did it. And guess what? We're still level on points. The only thing that separates us is goal difference, if I'm not mistaken. But
Something
yeah,
like that. You can go check
yeah,
the tape if you want to.
yeah.
Can you
Let's see. Let's see. Let's look at the table. Yep,
Let's
we
bring
are.
Realistic Red as you're doing that as well, though. Realistic Red, welcome to the show, bro. What?
Big up, big up. You
Big
know,
up
that last
realistic
guy
red.
was trying to cook with salt alone, bro. But add some spice. Don't come in here trying to cook with salt. Even Robert at Reckless Sport, like that was pathetic. People coming in here trying to cook, but they're not chefs. Like, relax, calm down.
And
Like,
you know, to be honest, bro, like what has really happened today? We've taken our first loss, yeah, in how many games since Carricks come here? Well, that's
our first loss this year. Like, what are we talking about?
how much teams can say that?
We went from one win a month to like this. Listen, okay. When Carrick took over this club, me personally, I'm not speaking for the fan base. Me personally, I didn't see this coming. I already penned as soon as Carrick took over. I penned Arsenal game as a loss. I penned City game as a loss. So for me, knowing that we only have one loss in this many games, I'm not too disappointed. That being said, we have to talk about the game today, okay? Because yeah, in terms of the bigger picture, we're not bothered, but let's just focus on the game today, okay?
Yeah.
That was pathetic. I'm sorry. Okay. And this is my issue, right? And everybody knows this. I don't hide. I was a big Amorim fan. I don't hide, right? But this was my biggest issue, right? And again, I'm not trying to
I've
get
got
into
some
manager
questions
debate.
for you after the show, but okay, go
I'm
after
not
your
get, yeah. Cool. We could do that. But I'm not getting into a manager debate. I just want to focus more on one of the factors that led me to, be on that side. It's these players. I don't think our players, right, are bad players. Most people would argue that they are. I don't think so. My issue with them is attitude. They get a couple wins here and there. Now they start to feel too big for their clothes. Like Ra, they are trying to act like they're the Manchester United players. You guys haven't earned that right yet. You haven't won a league title. So they come into games with the kind of swagger and sluggishness, like, oh, it's just going to happen. No, my guy, run, fight for that ball. Fight like you're hungry because you should be. You haven't accomplished anything yet. And this is why, for me, right, the only manager I haven't backed since Fergie was David Moyes, because he's the only one who took a Premier League winning side and gave us that rubbish, right? I've backed every single manager since then. They've had their issues. They've never been perfect. But these guys, I cannot put, like, I'll blame Carrick for something, though, because he's not like, you can't just say Carrick didn't do anything. Team selection, substitution, awful today, personally. Awful. I feel like he didn't read that really well. Like, for example, like the starting of this game, I did not expect to see, again, Cunha didn't have like a terrible game, but I didn't expect Cunha to start. I was not expecting Cunha to start.
So
would you say he's one of the?
I was expecting Ahmed to start. I'll tell you why. The reason why I was expecting Ahmed to start is because Newcastle, that's their thing. Eddie Howe is not, again, this could like bring tomatoes to my head, but I don't think Eddie Howe is some sort of tactical genius. I really just think his players have grit. When they beat Liverpool, right, for that cup, if you watch that game, that wasn't tactics. I'm sorry. They were just like monsters. Like, they went after everything. And in terms of defensive effort, I'm telling you this right now, Cunha ended. I'm waiting and praying for Dorgu to come back. Because Cunha going forward, he's not too bad. He's able to try things. But going backwards, brother, this guy is -1. And that's my biggest issue with him. I need everyone to graft. I feel like you're saying something, Joe, but you're on mute.
No. Someone was talking.
Oh, okay, cool. But anyways, all in all, right? This is how we actually learn to see what this team is made of and what Carrick is made of. This is the first time he's actually.
Realistic Red, what you're saying, like, is making me realize that, like, part of it is like, where do we get the midfielders that are grafters? Do we have any of those? Like, even put Carrick aside, just say any manager that is playing against this Newcastle side.
So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
There's a difference between being someone that's going to put your all on the line and then not having the athletic ability to do so. Casemiro always puts his all on the line. He just doesn't have the athletic ability to do so. The rest of them have no excuse.
Whoa. I don't even care about your time now. You can have more time. But whoa, what do you mean about he doesn't have the athletic ability?
He's slow. I mean, like, he's slow. He's slow. Like, he doesn't have the legs for it. Casemiro.
I'm sorry. You don't have to be fast to give everything on the pitch.
No, that's what I said. You didn't hear me. I said he gives everything on the pitch, The only thing that he's missing is just he doesn't have the athletic ability.
The athletic ability. For me, okay, put it this way, yeah. Speed doesn't equal athletic ability. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Speed is part of an athletic tribute, yeah. But even if I run at 50 miles per hour, you run at 100 miles per hour, yeah. If I can give that for 90 minutes, my 50 miles an hour, and cope with, like if I know how to use my attributes to my best, even though I'm a slower player than you. This is how sometimes slower defenders can get to fast strikers. Do you get what I'm saying? Knowing how to manage your attributes and use your best abilities.
Maybe. Okay, let me just move away from that because I feel like I'm not communicating what I'm trying to say correctly.
No,
so
please.
Because what I'm trying to say is like I was actually not coming for Casemiro. I'm just saying like in this particular game, his lack of pace was a hindrance. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's not giving his all. I'm saying his lack of pace was a hindrance. The person that was actually bothering me the most was Kobe Menu. Okay, I know we all love this guy. He's our golden boy. God forbid you say anything about Kobe, right? And people were making it sound, because I'm seeing a comment here like one loss and we need grafters. Brother, this has been coming. The last few games has been sluggish like this. It's just this time we got punished. Okay, we needed grafters for those games too. Everyone said it. Even if you have no football knowledge like myself, just by watching, you can be like, this is slow. You can be like, this is slow. You don't have to be a coach. You don't have to have badges. You can be like, these guys are not putting their all in there. So when I said Casemiro, that's all I was trying to say. That was his only drawback. But the rest of them, what was the excuse? Like Cunha, right? I don't know if you remember the last game. Cunha was burning people, bro. He's not slow. I don't care what anybody tells you. Cunha is not slow. He just chooses when to be fast. Like this guy, when it comes to defense, he takes his sweet time to go back. Like he's not that slow.
Look,
in our team, he's definitely not the slowest.
My appreciation of Cunha is like this. He's like he's frustrating. It's like, when you know that somebody's got ability and you can do it, but you're either forcing some things, right?
It's because he came from a team where everyone defended for him, and then he just had to have one responsibility to create. Like, look at Bruno, right? He's our creative player. Trash at defense. Like this guy putting a tackle sometimes can be weird, but he's our most creative player. But nobody on that team runs more than he does. That's what I want from everybody else. I don't get this idea where you want to look cool, look suave, jog, do the little like lethargic pass. Brother, no, you've not won the league. Play like you're hungry, bro. Anyways, I'm talking too much. I'm talking too time. But like I said, in the big picture, though, I ain't that. I'm disappointed, but I'm not mad. It's like we've overachieved under Carricks as far as I'm concerned, because the reason why I was like an Amorim, whatever guy and everything is because I did not think they have the attitude. They're good players. I just think they don't have the right mindset. But yeah, that's it. Big up, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Hope you ain't going anywhere. I'm going anywhere. 1 second. You're not going anywhere. Bro.
All right, let's get into the court. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Doctor. Doctor, I'm going to talk to you very quickly, but I have to ask this guy a question. Right. Realistic.
I know where he's going for this, but yeah, I'll take it.
So you was Amorim up until he was fired?
Yes. If you watch, I'm on YouTube too, right? So like I can't even hide.
Yeah. I have watched some of your stuff actually. Very good stuff, by the way, guys. Go and check out his channel. Yeah, Realistic Red. Yeah, very funny stuff on there. Yeah. Now, let me ask you this, bro. So with Amorim, yeah, I understand that the players are shit. So or the mentality is shit. Sorry, yeah, the mentality is shit, right? And they lack effort sometimes, but it does go to show you as well, though, that because he clearly didn't have something. He was getting something wrong almost every game.
I can tell you what that is.
A manager can come in and get the same tools to play 100% different. It shows you that he wasn't utilizing their full abilities to their best. Now, I don't want to make this because everybody's tired of it, yeah? But why did you keep supporting? This is what I want to really ask you. This is my question, really. Why did you keep supporting him when we were losing so badly?
I'll tell you what it is, okay? So I'll tell you what it is that he was missing. He's a terrible man manager. That's what I'll tell you right now, okay? Terrible man management. He's not used to managing this kind of players. And he gets too emotional and the players can feed off of that energy. Like, look at Carrick, right? We were losing, calm, composed. But let's move on from that. Why was I supporting this guy? First of all, I didn't know Carrick was going to come in and do what he did. First of all, I didn't believe any manager could come in and do what they did, right? Because I did not think there was a manager like that out there. Now, again, I don't know if there's a purple patch, if it's manager bounce, if Carrick is going to do this forever. But the way I was seeing it was like, I didn't want to get rid of another manager, knowing fully well there is deficiency in the team, there's deficiency in the way our ownership is structured. For example, the reason why Malaysia has to play today is not because of Carrick, it's not because of anybody else, it's because of how the football club is run. We signed Delete. We signed, what's his name, Mason Mount. We signed Mazurari. All three of them have one thing in common. They are all injury-prone players. We got rid of Rashford, right? We got rid of all these, Garnacho, right? No clear plan, right? You fire a manager, not because you had a big plan to bring Carrick in. They just accidentally fell on this. This is luck, okay? You fired him because maybe you don't like how he was talking to you. Okay, cool. But then you signed Cunha and Mbeumo because of a certain system and style of play that you had in your mind because the other manager wanted these players. Now you bring in this new guy, you switched up everything again. So you see what I mean? And now as soon as Dogo gets injured, now we're screwed. Why? Because Dogo was also not a left wing guy. He just happened to be good at it for some reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything, that's not how a club like Manchester United should be moving. So I looked at everything in entirety and I felt like for me, and I still believe that even though they're going to throw stones at me, I still believe that he was not the biggest problem we had. And I felt like he was doing enough for him to get the end of the season. That's all I said. I didn't want him to get away. I want him to stay to the end of the season. Let's see where it ends. If the season ended with Amorim and then he was like, I don't know, out of the top 4 or something like that, and then guys come to me like, yo, you still Amorim in? I'll be like, no. But at the time and where everything was going, I was like, he's not the biggest problem we have. They didn't back him they didn't back anyone in January, right? And it's like, I was looking at every other factor around it. I didn't want to keep hiring and firing, hoping we get it right. But we hired and we fired and we got it, well, accidentally right. I don't even know if I say right because the season isn't over. But I'm assuming, knock on wood, we hired and fired and we got it right. So I didn't think that was a good plan.
We got it better. I can't say we can't.
Yeah, not right. All right. Yeah, we got someone better, right? So it's like in my head, hiring and firing was a stupid thing to do, like doing the same thing over and over again, expecting miracle to happen. For me, did not make sense. I wanted a plan, but so far we accidentally. This was the Big Bang Theory. Okay, everything just magically fell into place, and then we came to our. Obviously, I believe in God. I'm just making a joke, but yeah, it's like the Big Bang Theory. Everything just fell into place, and boom, everything happened, right? So again, that's why I'm taking the L and be like, you know what, you guys were right, because getting gone got us to where we are right now, right? But again, when he was here, I actually didn't believe he was going to finish out of the top 4 personally, because that AFCON time he dropped a few points like Drew here and there. But I honestly did not think Amorim was going to finish out of the top 4. But his personality was weird. He's not a good man manager, and also he doesn't know how to handle the press. So at the end of the day, he also got himself fired. So I'm not too mad about it. I just think it was a dumb thing to do by the owners. But hey, hindsight is 2020. I was completely wrong. I put my hands up. It is what it is. But yeah.
All right. You know what? Big explanation still. Big explanation. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, I guess it does explain a little bit. But you know what? I really still can't understand, both Realistic Red and you bots, why the next season. Because here's the thing. Do you remember I don't know. I guess you guys must have felt how I felt when Ten Hag got fired, right? I was like, why are they doing this now? He's actually doing good. But with me, it was like, it wasn't that Ten Hag was doing good. Obviously, he was in 13th when he got fired, yeah. But for me, it was he didn't get time to turn it around. And then everybody was like, "Oh, the next manager's the shit. He's the shit. You know, he's been doing this at Sporting and blah." And then he came in, and we went like, "Doo, doo, 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 doo." And, and everybody was like, "Still, yeah, he's the shit, man. You can't see it. You can't see it, man. You can't see what he's trying to do, man." I'm like, "What is he trying to do then? What? Please explain to me." And he was like, "Oh, but it's the players, man. It's the players, man. They just don't get it to their head." I was like, "But he played all these players out of their position. Why does he change his position? Why does he change his formation, get a couple wins, and implement it next season?" Nah, man. We said we want the guy to just do his thing, do his system, and fuck the players. Expose the players. Show me that these players are shit. I remember someone saying that. Expose these players. Expose them. Show them that they don't play the positions. Telling me that man like Kobe Mainoo can't play football, blood. You was telling me that I should accept the fact that Kobe couldn't get into this Manchester United side, and man like Ugarte was getting picked over him.
Is that how Amorim inner sound to you?
Absolutely. That's what you guys said. You was like, believe me, man, there's a good manager in there. I was like, what do I have to believe? Show me where he's been getting it right then and where these players have been getting it wrong. Yeah. Believe. Trust the process. All of that shit, bro. Come on.
If this was a different show, I would engage more with this topic, but because it's not about Ruben Amorim today, it's about Michael
We need
Carrick.
to have a conversation another day, but Amorimmers versus Ten Hag clowns, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, we'll do that. You get me? we'll have a manager, a shit manager off.
Yeah. Let's bring in Doctor. Let's hear what Doctor has to say. Kind reminder to hit the like button, by the way, if you're just tuning in. Thank you.
I'm not even going to give you time. But actually, I have to time you two because you two will just get carried away. Actually, let me just put the timer on.
Wow.
Hi, Doctor.
After
Thank you for waiting.
Wait. After you give realistic grade at least 10 minutes, you want to time me?
Like I said, let me just turn the timer off. Just talk in it. Yeah, let me just put you here. Let me just put you here. Hold on, you can have the main stage, Doctor. You've been waiting for a while. You got that sick new picture. Go ahead. I'll be quiet. That bus you can send like a mini late date.
I'm kind of practicing my YouTube voice. So anyway, I'm sorry. That's going way too far.
What did she say? What did she say?
No, she's practicing her YouTube voice. That's all.
No.
Late night voice.
Anyway, all jokes aside, today is my sister's birthday, and we had a great time. That was the good. And our parents flew in to surprise us. It was a thing, so that was great. Anyway, the bad we lost, and I had an Arsenal fan sitting next to me, just yapping in my ear about how we beat Brighton 1-0. We beat Brighton 1-0. Guys, my head is hurting because he was annoying me, and I couldn't really look at my phone because my mom was looking at me, and I can't really look at the phone because it's disrespectful to do that at the dinner table. But I don't know. I haven't lost any hope. I knew this was gonna be a possibility that we would lose, and I knew that it would either be a draw or it would go one way at the last minute, and it went their way. But I'm not angry. I'm not angry. It's just like the West Ham game, that was crap. But I'm not angry at the I wasn't angry at the draw. I'm not angry at the loss because St. James's Park. We haven't won there since technically 2020, 6 years. We were either gonna walk away with a draw or nothing. This time it was nothing. It's I want to see how he reacts at the next match. What is our next match? Question. What's our next match again? Brighton.
Yeah. What?
So
is it Brighton?
It's how.
Yeah.
Either way, it's how Carrick takes.
Oh no, sorry. Aston Villa is our next match. Sorry.
So we definitely need. Thankfully they lost.
And they just lost to Chelsea.
Yeah. Thankfully they lost to Chelsea, which kind of works in our favor. But
does it? It gives us more pressure.
Well, they didn't win, so they didn't go level on points with us. So we definitely need to, technically they are level in points with us, but they didn't go to 54 points and we would have gone down to 4th place. Now we definitely have to win the next match. If not, Chelsea is gonna take our position from us. So but still what I'm trying to say is the next match is going to teach us how much Carrick has learned from this and taking it to fix his issues during the next game. And I know for a fact we're gonna win. Villa have been disappointed. They were winning and then they lost 4-1 to a subpar Chelsea. So I don't like. We just have to keep on winning. Okay.
Doc, Your mic is crackly, by the way, just so you know.
Sorry, I'm calling in on my phone, so we're gonna have to do what I do. It's because people messaging me on my phone, so
Ooh, it's getting worse.
I don't know what's going on there, Doctor, but that was hurting my ear holes and my computer. Doctor, it's all that whisper, it's all that late night talking that you're whispering right now to us. I don't know who you're hiding from in the hospital to make this phone call, but Doctor, go back to work. Okay. That was Doctor with her late night voice trying to flirt with bots. But this
The
is
mic was moving like Man United today. Yeah, it kept on getting worse. That's the sad part. Yeah. But
it might act under pressure just like Manchester United.
What a day. What a show. What a what a way to end like this match day. But you know what? I think this is the wake up call we needed. It is really that. Oh, she's back. Do you want to try her again?
I don't know. Do you want to try her again?
She was about to say her good, bad, and ugly. That's what I feel like.
Sorry, there you go. Can you speak now? Hold on. Test, mic check.
Hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
Hey, much better.
Yeah. So what I was saying is the next match is going to teach us how he's going to and fix his issues. So what's wrong? Is it my mic again?
No, it's perfect. How he's gonna fix his issues.
My mic audio.
No, the audio is good.
Can you hear me?
The audio is good, Doc. Yes.
I'm using my laptop mic, not my headphones.
You hear me?
So is it all right? Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
Perfect. All right.
Okay. Anyway, because now my flow is gone.
No, you're good. You're good. You're also gonna tell us what was good and what was bad.
It's my sister's birthday. That's good. That's the only good thing.
Hey, shout out to your sis.
Yeah. Anyway, and to the fans, I know I didn't watch along because I was trying to follow the game, but I know there's fans who are saying Carrick out. Do you know what you can do?
Oh.
I know definitely there are fans who are saying that because the last match, as soon as Crystal Palace scored, they said, oh, on KG's channel, literally somebody wrote, Carrick out. Oh my God, Carrick out. Do you know what you can do? No, it wasn't SLD. Shout out to SLD. He's a real one. Do you know what they can do?
What?
They can go do one, and I'm being very nice because it's Ramadan. They can actually go do one.
I swear so badly I had my hand over the button.
I know, because you people are starting to give yellow cards and red cards. I already got one yesterday on KG's channel. I'm not about to get another one. Okay.
For dissent?
You should yellow cards during Ramadan as well, though, Doctor. You should be doing better than that, though.
That's why I said they should go and do one. Because this is one loss under Carrick. He still has like a 75% win rate? Because he's drawn 2 games, won 9 or 10 or something like that. Lost 1. I know that fans are going to be like, oh my God, to watch the think pieces that are gonna happen.
Yeah.
If I hear something, I will throw a shoe through the phone. Oh my God.
We don't advocate for violence around here, Doctor. Please keep your shoes on. Do you know what I mean? Keep your nails to yourself.
What peace-loving fans, Doc? Like, really? You out here threatening people? Like, oh my God. I can't believe.
Don't take your earrings out. Don't take your shoes off.
Yeah, she said that the shoe is gonna go through the ceiling or something. I'm like, oh my God, Doc is triggered. Doc is crashing out already. Wow.
Let me just tell you something. Everybody that's saying Carrick out, what you should say to them is,
yeah,
not got the job anyway, so how can he get out?
I know, but do you know what, guys? Before
you get what I'm saying?
Can I quickly say something? I'm sorry I reacted like that. And the only time my shoes and my earrings are gonna come off is, you know what? By good night. It's late night.
No, I want to hear. Oh, you dirty girl. I just realized what she's saying. Doctor, you know, I guess the single life it is. Single life. Yeah, it's okay, Doctor. You can say whatever you want around here. Doctor always has to end the show on some eyebrow stuff, isn't it? Some roachy stuff. It's late over here, people. That's why.
It was very 906. Very 906.
Oh, it's 12:20 over here, so Doctor's entitled to be a little raunchy. You get me?
Does being raunchy during Ramadan? Anyway, I will not.
Outro, so you can get out of here.
I will not go into those grounds in the conversation. But anyway, we're all human at the end of the day, and I think, today shows that the result today shows that Michael Carrick is not perfect. The results are not always going to be perfect, and it's a result that still leaves us in third place. We move on, we carry on. We're Manchester United. We fight, we stay strong, and see you tomorrow during the match review. Don't forget to hit the like button on Backhand Entertainment. Don't forget to subscribe. And
Martin's gonna call Doctor right after the show.
Yo. The good, the bad, the ugly. Whoa. Yo. The good, the bad, the ugly. Whoa. Yo. The good, the bad, the ugly. Whoa. Yo, black man, Bobby, let it flow. Whoa. Turn it up, turn it loud, let it go. The good, the bad, the ugly. Whoa. About my what? About my who? About my rugby.
yeah, man.
Too much.